Hello everybody, welcome to the show. We are going to start a comparison video. I'm comparing two rods. I'm going to start with jackhammers and chatterbaits right there, but we're going in a shootout. High dollar versus inexpensive. This is a $34 rod. You guys know what it is? The lightning rod. 6 foot medium, or sorry, 6'6" medium, 6'8" medium. NRX rod, 802C. They're both medium action. This one is actually a little bit, I'll try to show you. This one is a little bit softer than this one, just by a little bit. But we're starting out at the high end of what I recommend that you can throw up to, which is a 1/2 ounce bait. Both of these baits are 1/2 ounce. One's a Z-Man. They're both Z-Man. One's a they're both Z-Man chatterbaits. One is the jackhammer, which I have on the cheaper rod and reel, and then the other one is the Pro, I believe. Could be a custom or an elite. Don't hold me to it. We're gonna get out here, catch a few fish, talk about rods, but you can also kind of, in this shootout, we'll be talking about reels somewhat. And the fact that you can throw heavier baits with a BFS reel and not worry about that spool. I've got 10-pound leader. So that means if I were to backlash and it hooks and breaks, it should break that 10-pound line before it bends or messes up the spool on all your stock spools. Now you're getting the crazy lightweight ones like the Amos, the Roros, and some of those, and maybe not. But so far I've seen all the stock spools I've used and tried, even the KTF spools, the Kasuji spools, they're pretty stout. But we're kind of giving a comparison on very cheap, $34, $50 reel, about a $350 reel, $530 rod. Do you need very expensive stuff to fish? No, you don't. I can tell you right now, I'm just going to make this video to show you, but I can tell you that this combo feels great. This combo right here, compared to what you could get a few years back, it's lightweight. I can cast. The rod should hold up and last a while. The reel, it's still up in the air. You know, anytime you get these $50 reels, they are plastic, or they call them carbon, but they're plastic frames, not aluminum. So in all reality, it's probably going to wear out within a couple years and you'll need another one. But it could, depending on how long, how often you fish. You know, definitely if you're a tournament fisherman, you probably don't want no plastic reel in case, you know, money, big money's on the line. If you're just fishing for fun, then it's almost a no-brainer. You can go out and get this combo and have probably still under $100. I go get the Hercules, probably for this setup, 10 or 15 pound braid, 8 strand off AliExpress. When you order the reel, order you some 10 or 15, it's up to you. If you're a big line guy, get the 15. If you like, you know, fishing more lightweight, get 10 pound, run you a 10 pound leader. If it was me, I don't know, it just depends. I run 10, 15 pound leader, just depends on the nasty cover I'm in or whatever. This braid is good braid. I don't know how that knot got there, it wasn't my fault. But anyway, we're gonna start with this cheap one. Feels very good, I like it. The rod's pretty sensitive. I definitely wouldn't say it's more sensitive than an NRX. But when you're fishing with braid, usually rods don't make a huge difference as far as sensitivity. And the plan is, once I get an idea and, you know, of which, show you guys how both these rods, there's a bass coming at me. Oh, spit it out. What I was trying to say is we'll get a feel for these, show you that the both rods are capable on that high end, low end, while we're doing a comparison video with the chatterbait. But we're also going to switch and throw, we're going to go to the light side of it too. got another one. Come on. Get in here. Come right at me. Nice bass. That is on the Customer, the Pro. That's the 802. See, that is a long, lanky bass. Oh my goodness. Look at, I have yet to see one this long and skinny in a long time. Look at that bass. Wow. But there we go, catching them on the $8 bait as opposed to the $15 one. Let's see if he'll jump though. Do we have a jumper? Come on, you little long, look at that. That bass is a little bitty. Oh, but he's a jumper. Let's go. Let's switch to the old, jackhammer now. I'm gonna throw back in that same spot. So cheaper rod and reel combo, but with a more expensive bait. Right there should be a fish. Yep. Now, it took me a while to realize that one was there. The old jackhammer works. I saw the line kind of zigzag. Oh! Lost one on the jackhammer. That could have been rod related, huh? Oh, that was definitely a good hit. There we go. Uh-oh. Bigger bass. Stay on. Oh! That bass is on it. He first hit it like he missed it. There we go. Stay on. That is the jackhammer. Oh look, it's hooked good. Don't break that line. I think it's only 10-pound test that I put on this, but I just did put fresh 10 on it. Big bass of the day right here. Look at that beauty. You gonna jump again? What you gonna do? You gonna jump? My face. Oh! Get over here. Oh, get over here, you beautiful 2.5 pounder. Close to 3. There we go. Let me know what you guys think. That was a jackhammer. Cost about as much as the rod I caught it on. Oh! He got away. That little dog shook right out of my hands. Definitely a jumper. Caught that on the 6.6 medium with the BFS PW100 10-pound line, 1/2 ounce Z-Man Evergreen jackhammer. All right, what's the deal? Got one. As soon as it hit the water. Got one on our $8 bait. 802C. Still manages to get them in. Would expect nothing less. Nice little bass. What do you guys think? Got a jumper. All right, you've seen that both of these rods, the 6.6 medium and the 6.8 medium NRX and the lightning rods, can throw the 1/2 ounce chatterbaits, catch bass. So now I'm gonna switch gears, go to a light bait, and then we'll try that. How low can they go? Let's find out. I want to continue on with our comparison on the very expensive to the very affordable rods. Real somewhat combos that you can get and use. So we're going to switch gears. We went from that crazy ability to throw a 1/2 ounce chatterbait or 1/2 ounce bait in general. You can throw rattle traps, all that kind of stuff with both these rods. We're switching gears now to the little TRDs. That may be bigger than a 1/16 ounce, maybe a 1/10 of an ounce jig head, but you can throw a 1/16 pretty much just the same. You can see you can throw a lot of line off at the PW100. See if we can catch a fish. TRDs aren't really working that great. But we can throw them. We got two rigged up, the same exact bait. Here's the same exact thing rigged up on the high-end rod and reel combo. And you can see, throws it out no problem. Try to get over here somewhere where we can get on a bite. As you saw, they can throw TRD. Unfortunately, the TRD bite is just not on right. So we're switching gears. I'm going to show you two different styles of throwing almost a weightless worm. With the, anybody knows the Zinkers, they are so buoyant, you got to have a little weight to get them to sink at all, pretty much. They'll float with just a bare small hook. So we got a 16th ounce shaky head we're going to throw, and then we're going to throw another bait that I'll show you, another setup. I'm going to try to catch you a fish, and they're both roughly a Zinkers with about 16th ounce weight. And then I'm going to get out of here because it's getting hot and I think I'm getting sunburned. I just did a video on the NRX rod. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. But then this is also another way to rig up these Zinkers, and it lets them pretty much fall just about like a, you know, wacky rig would. Well, as you can see, it throws it real well. Problem is nothing's hitting on it. And we'll just go ahead. I got a fish. Oh! That sucker got on all by himself. So we're going to do two things. Oh, he about swallowed it. Okay, we saw we can catch a fish with that bait, with this rod. Now I'm switching gears to crankbaits. I want to try this before I leave. The sun is beating down on me. I don't have to go through the whole sunscreen and whatchamacallit mess, so bear with me. Rig this bait up, and this is one I guess I didn't realize I'd already bought this. I've already bought this bait and rigged it up with one of those little dudes. So let's see if we can crank something in the boat. This should go about 6 foot deep. Feels good on this rod, the PW100, no issue throwing or reeling. It's 6.6 to 1. It's kind of an all-around reel. Even though it's what you would call a BFS reel, BFS spool, it still has, you know, can hold enough 10 or 15 pound braid to get good long casts. There we go. Caught one right there. Stay on. Come off that grass and hold them much longer. Nice bass. I may have had a go-to in my box the whole time. From the beginning of spring, this is the first time I've really thrown this bait, I think. A deeper one. I was throwing the shallower ones. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. If I catch any more, I'll put them on the end of this one. But this, my friends, right here, I talk about it, lightning rod, 6.6 medium. If you don't have one, go out and get one. I don't care if you got NRXs, you got other stuff. Have one of these in your arsenal. These are awesome little rods for 35 bucks. You can't beat them. Throw them in, have your, you know, buddies, whoever, kids. These are awesome rods. Berkeley lightning rod. Get you some.